Jacqueline Bisset, Jacqueline Bisset, you so beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Jacqueline Bisset. Hi, this is Chloe from Movies on Disc. Today we talk about Jacqueline Bisset. Jacqueline Bisset is a British actress who has been an international film star since the late 1960s. She has worked with some of the most acclaimed directors and actors in the industry, and has been nominated for several awards for her performances. In this essay, I will explore some of the highlights of her filmography, focusing on the following titles. Birds of Paradise, 2021. This is a drama film that follows two ballet dancers who compete for a prestigious scholarship at a Parisian conservatory. Bisset plays Madame Duranta, the director of the conservatory, who is a strict and demanding teacher. The film is a psychological and emotional story, with themes of ambition, friendship, and obsession. Bisset's role is a powerful and influential one, as she shapes and challenges the dancers' careers and lives. 9/11, 2017. This is a drama film that portrays the events of the September 11th attacks, focusing on 5 people who are trapped in an elevator in the World Trade Center. Bisset plays Diane, a wealthy and elegant woman who is on her way to sign her divorce papers. She is joined by 4 other strangers, played by Charlie Sheen, Whoopi Goldberg, Gina Gershon, and Luis Guzman. They have to face the horror and tragedy of the situation, as well as their personal conflicts and secrets. The film is a tense and emotional story, based on a stage play by Patrick Carson. Bisset's role is a sympathetic and courageous one, as she tries to comfort and help the others. Miss You Already, 2015. This is a comedy-drama film that follows the friendship of 2 women who face different challenges in their lives. Bisset plays Miranda, the mother of Millie, played by Toni Collette, who is diagnosed with breast cancer. She is a wealthy and eccentric woman who has a strained relationship with her daughter. The film is a touching and humorous story, with themes of friendship, family, and illness. Bisset's role is a complex and funny one, as she tries to reconnect and help her daughter. Cul-de-sac, 1966. This is a comedy film directed by Roman Polanski, about a couple who live in an isolated castle on a tidal island, and are invaded by 2 gangsters on the run. Bisset plays Jacqueline, the young and beautiful wife of George, a retired businessman, played by Donald Pleasance. She is bored and unhappy with her marriage, and is attracted to one of the gangsters, played by Lionel Stander. The film is a dark and absurd story, with elements of surrealism and satire. Bisset's role is a rebellious and provocative one, as she challenges and mocks her husband and the gangsters. Fascination, 2004. This is a thriller that centers on a man who suspects that his wife's death was not an accident, and that his stepmother is involved in a conspiracy. Bisset plays Liliana, the stepmother, who is a wealthy and mysterious woman with a hidden agenda. The film is a twisty and erotic story, with elements of deception and betrayal. Bisset's role is a seductive and manipulative one, as she tries to lure and control her stepson. Dangerous Beauty, 1998. This is a historical drama that tells the story of Veronica Franco, a 16th-century Venetian courtesan and poet. Bisset plays Paola Franco, Veronica's mother, who trains her daughter in the art of seduction and survival. The film is a romantic and tragic tale, with themes of love, politics, and feminism. Bisset's role is a strong and supportive one, as she guides and protects her daughter from the dangers and prejudices of their society. Death in Love, 2008. This is a drama film that explores the effects of a Holocaust survivor's affair with a Nazi doctor on her family. Bisset plays the unnamed mother, who is haunted by her past and has a dysfunctional relationship with her husband and sons. The film is a disturbing and intense story, with scenes of violence and sexuality. Bisset's role is a dark and powerful one, as she portrays the trauma and guilt of her character. The Deep, 1977. This is an adventure film based on a novel by Peter Benchley, the author of Jaws. Bisset plays Gail Burke, a vacationer who discovers a sunken treasure and a cache of drugs in the waters of Bermuda. She and her partner, played by Nick Nolte, become involved in a dangerous conflict with local criminals and a voodoo cult. The film is a thrilling and suspenseful story, with spectacular underwater scenes. Bisset's role is iconic, as she wears a wet t-shirt that sparked a worldwide fashion trend. Newsweek magazine declared her the most beautiful film actress of all time. Casino Royale, 1967. This is a spoof of the James Bond franchise, starring David Niven as the original Bond, who is called out of retirement to deal with a crisis. The film is a chaotic comedy, with multiple directors, writers, and actors playing different versions of Bond. Bisset plays Miss Goodthighs, one of the many seductive agents who try to distract Bond from his mission. The film is not very coherent, but it has some amusing moments and a catchy theme song. The Detective, 1968. This is a crime film that follows the investigation of a brutal murder of a homosexual man, led by a police detective, played by Frank Sinatra. Bisset plays Norma McIver, the widow of the victim, who hires Sinatra's character, Joe Leland, to find out the truth about her husband's death. She is unaware of her husband's sexuality and his involvement in a corruption scandal. The film is a gritty and realistic story, based on a novel by Roderick Thorpe. Bisset's role is a naive and vulnerable one, as she learns the shocking facts about her husband and his killers. Day for Night, 1973. This is a comedy-drama film that depicts the behind-the-scenes of a film production, directed by and starring Francois Truffaut. Bisset plays Julie Baker, a British actress who is the leading lady of the film within the film, a melodrama called Meet Pamela. She has to cope with the difficulties and complications of the filmmaking process, as well as her personal problems, such as her unstable marriage and her affair with Truffaut's character, Ferrand. The film is a homage and a satire of the cinema, with references and appearances by many famous actors and directors. The film won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, and Bisset received critical acclaim for her performance. Murder on the Orient Express, 1974. This is a classic adaptation of Agatha Christie's novel, featuring an ensemble cast of stars, including Albert Finney, Lauren Bacall, Ingrid Bergman, Sean Connery, and Anthony Perkins. Bisset plays Countess Anne Renier, a glamorous and wealthy passenger who is involved in the murder mystery. Her role is not very substantial, but she adds elegance and charm to the film. The Mesto Waltz, 1971. This is a horror film that revolves around a sinister plot of soul transference between a dying pianist and a young music journalist. Bisset plays Paula Clarkson, the wife of the journalist, who becomes suspicious of the pianist and his daughter. The film is a dark and disturbing thriller, with elements of occultism and Satanism. Bisset's role is challenging, as she has to portray the gradual transformation of her character's personality and appearance. The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean, 1972. This is a Western film that chronicles the life and legend of Judge Roy Bean, a self-appointed lawman who ruled a small town in Texas with an iron fist. Bisset plays Rose Bin, the daughter of Judge Bin, who is raised by him after he rescues her from a band of outlaws. She grows up to be a rebellious and independent woman, who falls in love with a young outlaw, played by Randy Quaid. The film is a humorous and violent story, with a star-studded cast, including Paul Newman, Anthony Perkins, Ava Gardner, and Roddy McDowall. Bisset's role is a spirited and adventurous one, as she defies and challenges her father's authority. Under the Volcano, 1984. This is a drama film based on a novel by Malcolm Lowry, set in Mexico on the Day of the Dead in 1938. Bisset plays Yvonne Furman, the estranged wife of Geoffrey Furman, a British consul and an alcoholic, played by Albert Finney. She returns to him in a futile attempt to save their marriage and his life. The film is a bleak and poetic story, with themes of love, despair, and politics. Bisset's role is a compassionate and tragic one, as she witnesses the downfall of her husband and the rise of fascism. The film was nominated for 2 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for Finney. When Time Ran Out, 1980. This is a disaster film that depicts the eruption of a volcano on a tropical island and the escape of the guests and staff of a luxury hotel. And features an all-star cast, including Paul Newman, William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, and James Franciscus. Bisset plays Kay Kirby, a magazine photographer who is romantically involved with Newman's character, Hank Anderson. She has to face the danger and destruction of the volcano, as well as the competition of Anderson's ex-wife, played by Veronica Hamill. The film is a typical example of the disaster genre, with spectacular special effects and melodramatic subplots. Joan of Arc, 1999. This is a historical film that depicts the life and death of Joan of Arc, the 15th-century French heroine and saint. Bisset plays Isabelle d'Arc, the mother of Joan, who supports and worries about her daughter's mission. The film is an epic and dramatic story, with a large cast of stars, including Leelee Sobieski, Peter O'Toole, Neil Patrick Harris, and Robert Loggia. Bisset's role is a maternal and emotional one, as she suffers the loss of her daughter and seeks justice for her. Domino, 2005. This is a biographical film about Domino Harvey, a former model who became a bounty hunter. Bisset plays Sophie Wynne, Domino's mother, who is a famous actress and socialite. The film is a stylized and violent action drama, directed by Tony Scott and starring Keira Knightley as Domino. Bisset's role is a contrast to the chaotic and gritty world of Domino, as she represents the glamour and privilege of Hollywood. Bullet, 1968. This is one of Bisset's earliest and most memorable roles, playing Kathy, the girlfriend of Steve McQueen's detective character, Frank Bullet. The film is famous for its car chase scenes and its realistic portrayal of police work. Bisset's role was originally given to Mia Farrow, who dropped out due to marital problems with Frank Sinatra. Bisset received special billing in the credits and gained attention for her beauty and charisma. In conclusion, Jacqueline Bisset is a versatile and talented actress who has starred in a variety of films, genres, and roles. She has shown her beauty, charm, and skill in many memorable performances, and has earned the respect and admiration of the film industry and the audience. She is one of the most accomplished and enduring stars of cinema. Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more countdowns and film analyses. Thanks for joining us, and until next time.
Jacqueline Bisset, Jacqueline Bisset, you are so beautiful.